What's up, everybody? It's the Roundtable Sports Podcast. Today, we're taking a special look at the Buffalo Bills running situation by looking at the top 20 plays for Zack Moss, and then we're going to take a look at the top 20 plays from Devin Singletary. And I did this because it feels like there is a lot of speculation about who's going to be the lead dog in the backfield for the Buffalo Bills. And, I'm not so sure that I know the exact answer at this time either, but I thought I'd take a look at both of them so we could get a feel for what they both bring to the Bills offense. And right out of the gate with Zach, you can tell that he is every bit of the 5'9", 223 that he's listed at. He's thick and substantial and shows no fear of taking on contact from defenders or really even delivering that contact by putting his head down and going forward. There's not a lot of wasted motion when it comes to Zack Moss. He's typically moving up field and trying to, cut and get going. He's a good fit for a one-cut type system and zone blocking, but he's not a one-trick pony either. He has good vision otherwise and sets up blocks. He's not going to blow you away with top-end running back speed, but the speed is absolutely functional for a guy that size. So when he's out there, he can hit the edges. You can see that if you put him in space, he's capable of getting those yards and more. And then, as you'll see throughout the video, the Bills passed a lot last year, so to have Zach out there and be able to catch the ball as well is critical for the Bills offense. And for Zach's snap count, obviously, it helps as well. The Bills seem to use him as their primary goal line back when he was in there, even though Devin, got some goal line carries, and then really Josh Allen is the true goal line threat for the Buffalo Bills with his ability to throw and run the ball with his own punishing power. The initial report this offseason was that Zach could seize the load from Devin Singletary and take over a more featured workhorse type back. Even if that was the case, obviously Devin would still get a certain amount of carries and touches of his own. And then, of course, Zach missed weeks 3 through 5 and then didn't play much in week 6 because of a toe injury, and then missed the postseason run with the ankle injury that still seems to be lingering into the camp situation. That doesn't make me feel good about the prospects of him taking over right now. So hopefully Zach can get over that and get the game right, because he does seem to offer the right kind of style for the Bills offense, and they're going to need somebody to stick it up the gut. There's the switch over to Devin Singletary. Devin's a little bit smaller in stature, but they're both kind of similar. Zach reminds me of Aaron Jones because he's a little bit bigger. Devin is more of a scatterback type, even though he still offers plenty of size and it's just a little bit more shifty, and he doesn't really seek the contact the same way that Zach does. But you need to have different pitches when it comes to your running back anyway. So I appreciate that they're similar in that they can do all the different things, whether it comes between running through the tackles, running to the edges, or catching the ball, but they do it in different ways. So I do appreciate that about Devin, in that he is a little bit more shifty and he does try to make you miss a little bit more. He has a little bit more burst than Zack Moss does as well. You can tell it takes him a little less time to get to his top speed, even though their top speeds aren't all that much different. To Devin's credit, he was able to stay on the field more and ended up out-touching Zach in a year where Zach was supposed to supplant him last year too, so that report was out this year, and it seems quite similar. Just like Zach, I like the way that Devin catches the ball too, which is also critical for the Bills defense. You don't want to tip your hand to let the defense know what you're doing when any one back is in the backfield, and that's something that the Bills have accomplished with these two. I wish that, and I think Bills fans, the Bills Mafia wishes that they had more of a featured guy that they can rely on, but it is good to have a 1-2 punch in the NFL these days. I mean, one guy can't take all the carries and really make it through and be effective through all that, especially with the amount of blocking and amount of, catching that these backs are having to do. So I get hit with the old saying all the time, if you've got two backs, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. In this case, I think it's good to have both of them. And as we've seen with all the NFL backs, they get hurt, so it's good to have two of them that are capable of, seizing the load. Plus, I think this is an iron sharpen iron type of situation where you've got two guys, neither one of them are able to pull away from the other, which motivates them to get better and to get stronger. Certainly that was the report out of the most recent camp, that Zach was on the sideline. Devin is out there looking stronger and faster, according to Coach McDermott. So I don't know. I don't know where I'm going in fantasy drafts. They both kind of go towards the back end of the running backs because we're just not sure how it's going to break out. And if I was guessing either way, I'm guessing it's going to be a 60-40 split. Maybe we even get us some Antonio Williams. I know you guys love to watch you some Antonio Williams Week 17 highlights. But this will definitely be one of the most watched storylines as far as this offseason goes for me. Who wins this battle? Now you've seen it for yourself.